Please consult product labels and inserts for any indications, contraindications, hazards, warnings, precautions, and instructions for use. Bard, della, and Phasix mesh are trademarks and/or registered trademarks of C.R. Bard Incorporated. Copyright 2014, C.R. Bard Incorporated. All rights reserved. Phasix is a fully resorbable monofilament scaffold constructed of poly-4-hydroxybutyrate, P4HB, an advanced biologically produced polymer that was developed by MIT scientists. What makes P4HB so unique is that it is a naturally derived absorbable polymer. In contrast to other absorbable polymers currently used in hernia mesh, P4HB is produced through a proprietary biologic fermentation process rather than a chemical synthesis. These P4HB polymers are produced in nature inside cells as storage granules and regulate energy metabolism. The proprietary biologic fermentation process allows these naturally occurring polymers to be created in high quantities and extracted in a highly pure form. Once extracted, the polymer is purified, milled, melted, extruded, and knitted into a structure, serving as a scaffold for tissue ingrowth. The strong but flexible properties of P4HB allow for a monofilament knit structure. Preclinical studies have demonstrated that this structure provides a scaffold that enables remodeling to the host tissue over time. Similar to polypropylene mesh, the open porous monofilament structure allows host cells to quickly incorporate the scaffold into surrounding tissue once the Phasix scaffold is implanted. As the Phasix scaffold slowly and predictably resorbs, the material provides strength to support the repair site for up to 12 to 18 months, as demonstrated in a porcine model. As resorption of the Phasix scaffold occurs over time, the monofilament resorbs from the surface to the core of each fiber. This allows replacement of the scaffold with the host's own tissue over a sustained period of time. Phasix slowly and predictably resorbs via hydrolysis, creating CO2 and H2O as the degradation byproducts as demonstrated in an animal model. Since Phasix is broken down primarily through hydrolysis, enzymes such as collagenase will have less of an impact on the resorption profile of the scaffold. As demonstrated in preclinical testing, as Phasix is resorbed, the load is slowly transferred to the host tissue. Due to the unique properties of the P4HB material, this predictable resorption allows for gradual transfer of load from the Phasix scaffold to the host tissue, as demonstrated in preclinical testing and results in the complete degradation of the Phasix material over time. Preclinical testing has shown that once resorbed, the strength of the repair site now comes from the host tissue that has gradually replaced the Phasix scaffold over the healing period. The combination of a naturally occurring polymer, degradation via hydrolysis, and slow, predictable degradation provide a favorable environment for healing, which is important for constructive and functional tissue remodeling. Indications. Phasix mesh is indicated to reinforce soft tissue where weakness exists, such as the repair of hernia or other fascial defects that require the addition of a reinforcing or bridging material to obtain the desired surgical result. Contraindications. Because Phasix mesh is fully resorbable, it should not be used in repairs where permanent wound or organ support from the mesh is required. Warnings. The placement of Phasix mesh in direct contact with bowel or viscera is not recommended. The safety and product use for patients with hypersensitivities to tetracycline hydrochloride or kanamycin sulfate is unknown. Use of this device in patients with known allergies to these antibiotics should be avoided. The safety and effectiveness of Phasix mesh in pediatric use has not been evaluated or established. If an infection develops, treat the infection aggressively. An unresolved infection may require removal of the device. Adverse reactions. Possible complications include infection, seroma, pain, mesh migration, wound dehiscence, hemorrhage, adhesions, hematoma, inflammation, extrusion, and recurrence of the hernia or soft tissue defect. Please consult package insert for more detailed safety information and instructions for use.